Joining us is Acting General Secretary of the All India Football Federation, Mr. Sunando Dhar. Sir, we are heading into the AIF presidential elections. The darkest hour of AIFF, so to say, seems like it's over now.
Yeah, the last few days, couple of weeks have been, as you said, the darkest hours. Obviously, when we were banned on 15th night till 26th, those 11 days definitely were the darkest hours. Thankfully, the suspension was lifted. Thanks to a lot of people for that, the combined team effort. Now, obviously, the next step to the whole process was elections, which is due tomorrow. And the whole executive committee, including the president and the new president, vice president, treasurer, everyone will be elected tomorrow. So looking forward. So it's basically small steps, but the next one's elections, yes.
But Sunanda, going into the past a little, what has happened has been very, very embarrassing, even though it was just for 10 or 11 days, like you said, but it has put India in a very embarrassing position, or had, with the Under-17 World Cup also being taken away and now back on track.
Definitely, means 85 years of AIFF history. First time we have been banned, though it's, as you rightly said, 11 days, but the suspension will always hang over AIFF's head, that we were suspended. Very, very embarrassing. And means we need to obviously question ourselves, the people who are part of the football family, why we had to face such a day. The only silver lining in that is that we had a very quick turnaround of 11 days, and thanks to mainly the efforts put in by the sports ministry, and obviously the help and the guidance that we got from FIFA and AFC, we could achieve that. But nonetheless, yes, the darkest hours.
But the internal questioning that you said, did that happen? Did you guys come to a consensus that, you know, these are the things that shouldn't have happened, because of this we are at this level?
Definitely, I guess. Means every negative things we have something to learn from that, and we need to question ourselves, as I said, why we had to go through this suspension. And hopefully this is the first and the last time that we'll have this, and we'll learn where we made the mistakes, why the elections were delayed, what better things we could have done to avoid the administrators, which kind of put us in line of FIFA fire. And hopefully we learn from that and move forward and don't make the same mistake.
And looking at the positive things and silver lining, like you said, we have two former Indian footballers battling it out for the top post in the AIFF. So whatever happens, we will have a sports person at the helm.
Definitely. Obviously, it's good to have both Kalyan and Baichung fighting for it. They have had a long, illustrious career. And a sports person coming in, I think they'll bring that sporting, whatever they've learned on the field. Now, obviously, administration is slightly different, but I'm sure their inputs, as at least the technical sides of it, would come in handy. And for the first time, I think we are having a ex-player as a president, whoever wins the elections. So that would have obviously a new angle to it, and it's new face, the executive committee would be. So it's a new beginning for AIFF in many ways, and we as administrators and part of the AIFF family are looking forward. It's always when there's a new coach, new manager comes in our team, there's a lot of new things, new strategy, and we hope that this would be a start of something special.
And what are the top priorities going to be, Sunando, once the new dispensation has come in and has taken charge? Under-17 World Cup is obviously one, but apart from that, what are going to be the 2-3 top priorities?
Well, obviously, Under-17 World Cup's just around the corner. A month left for it. That's there. Anyway, we've got a LOC team in place who are working for the Under-17 World Cup, so confident that we would, like the 2017 Under-17 World Cup, this would be a huge also, and it would be a fantastic event. So I'm totally confident on that. That's one. But constitution, that's a work in progress also. It's not yet finalized. So that was one of the things which the Honorable Supreme Court had said. Once the elected body comes in place, the elected body along with the ministry plus FIFA, AFC would all sit together, put our heads together and try and work out a constitution which is in line with FIFA statutes and also the sports code. And there is a huge chance that the constitution which finally comes out would could be a model constitution for other sports associations also. So that responsibility lies with the AIFF. We need to try and resolve that matter quickest. Over and above that, the daily activities last 2 years have been very difficult for all of us because of the pandemic. A lot of youth leagues and other tournaments have stopped, but thankfully we are coming out of that. So the focus, thankfully, should be back on the game and the youth development and grassroots, which is obviously the core area, and for the future we should start. And the plannings for that has already started, and with the new committee we'll carry on with that.
And last question, Sunando, there have also have been instances of indiscipline amongst coaches. So the focus is also going to be to make it a safer space for women athletes?
Definitely, it's it's about being safe for the players and administrators on and off the field. As you know, there has been a forensic audit, so there needs to be, I guess the time has come for some changes and some summer cleanings also, and those dirt needs to be cleaned at every level. That is one area we have tried to focus on the last few months during this uncertain times. But now with the committee and their support, I'm sure actions would be taken against whoever has done anything wrong on and off the pitch.